Hey Toy fans, D21 Beast Rob here, back with another vlog for you guys today, and today we're doing a bit of a haul video. So I said in a recent review of Batman v Superman, and if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check out my link to that review below this video, or at the card swinging up here. But I wasn't totally impressed with the film, and I'd kind of been holding off on whether or not I wanted to get toys for the new movie, and after seeing the movie I decided, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with the Batman that's familiar to me. So I went out yesterday and I bought a few things. I got the Funko Pop Adam West Batman, I've got the Tim Burton Batmobile, I picked up some Civil War playing cards because I'm excited for that movie, and believe it or not, I collect different licensed playing cards. I may be the only one who finds these interesting, but if I get enough likes on this video, maybe I'll go ahead and show off all of my licensed playing card in a video sometime in the future. And lastly, we've got the Disney Infinity Boba Fett figure. And I've got to be honest, I didn't pick that up in my recent shopping spree, but I did pick it up a couple days ago and I decided to throw it in with the rest of these awesome toys. Let's go ahead and start by actually taking a look at that Disney Infinity Boba Fett figure. These Tommy Toy Travels makes it seem a lot easier than it is, and I hate when that happens. And inside, you'll see we do have the Disney Infinity figure. Of course, this only works with the video game Disney Infinity, and specifically only works in the Star Wars playsets for story mode, but you can use them in the toy box mode later after that if you so choose to. And these figures do come with cards that don't really mean anything anymore, but I love the paintwork and sculpting on this guy. Let me adjust my lights really quick. So yeah, I think he looks pretty cool. And I think he's the only Star Wars character that actually has the ability of flight, so I'm looking forward to being able to use that as I finish my collectathon in that game. Next, we've got the Adam West Funko Pop Vinyl, and I gotta say, this is my first Pop Vinyl figure that I've ever purchased. I actually wanted to get Batman and Robin, and the store I was at yesterday did have 4 different Robins available, but the paint applications were sloppy on all 4 of them. This being my first Pop Vinyl, I don't know if that's par for the course with the line, but with as popular as these things are, I'm kind of surprised to see that. Now, up until I actually picked up this figure, I'd always told myself I'm not going to get a Pop Vinyl figure until I finally see X-Men's Beast on store shelves. But I don't think that's going to happen at this point, unless I live in the UK. So, let's take a look at Batman here. Now, I do know that the Marvel figures tend to be bobbleheads, and the Star Wars figures, while everyone else is just kind of a static figure. And I've got to say, he is about what I expected. He's kind of a fun little desk ornament. I do wish he had a display base, kind of like the Star Wars figures did, so I could easily put him on a shelf that might wobble or something. But I like the look of this figure, I've got to be honest. Would have been nice to have a batarang or something in the hand, but they don't articulate either. But yeah, okay, for my first Pop Vinyl, I'm going to say I like it. Next up, we've got the Burton Batmobile. This was my introduction to Batman when I was a kid. I was born in 1985, and I've always loved this Batmobile. I think I like the 66 Batmobile more, but I really still like the design aesthetic for this car. And here in the United States, whenever you go to a Six Flags, it's really cool to see that Batmobile sitting next to the Batman roller coaster. The back of the packaging shows the other Bat vehicles that were supposed to be available. Unfortunately, by the time I got to the display these things were sitting on, all they had left were the Burton Batmobile, and not many of them, and it was mostly loaded down with tumblers. Not being a fan of the tumbler design, I've got to say I'm not surprised that they had so many of them. Let's go ahead and pop this thing open. I've had a couple of Batmobiles in the past from Hot Wheels, and I've even bought some for my son. They tend to be kind of small and they have plastic wheels, but I think this is one of the nicer ones that actually has rubber wheels, but we'll take a look at it. As we pop it out of the packaging here, it's got some nice detail on the bottom. The wheels are actually rubber, which is great, and it looks like the canopy, yeah, actually slides back and forth, so that is really cool. I like this a lot. It feels a little cheap. I wish it was a little more heavy, I guess, and sort of a die-cast metal construction, but I like the look of this car. Let's go ahead and back this car up, and let's take a look at those Civil War playing cards. Like I said, I've got a bunch of licensed playing cards in my collection, and the thing I love about these sort of cards is just the sort of artwork that they go with for each card in the set. So let's see what we have here. There was originally some tape around the edge of this packaging. I went ahead and cut that off. It was actually kind of difficult to get off, unfortunately, but I wanted to make sure this wasn't too difficult of a struggle to open on camera. And let's see what we have inside. There we go. Okay, so here are the back of the cards. Looks like they're all just going to say Captain America Civil War. Pretty standard. We've got a pull strip here. Let's go ahead and pull that off. I'm hoping to get some cards, basically a decent look at all of the individual Avengers in this film. That's the biggest reason I picked this up, is for the variety of cards. Sometimes if you get like a licensed package of Batman cards per se, 90% of the cards are just different pictures of Batman, and there might be some villains in there, or just that's kind of how they typically do it. With this set, I'm really hoping that each card is just an individual, awesome sort of production shot of a different Avengers character. So as we see here, Iron Man is a Joker, and it looks like Captain America is the other Joker, naturally. And we've got a nice shot of Chris Evans' cap for the Ace. Oh, well, this isn't what I was wanting to see. I guess, yeah, crap. Looks like all the numbered cards are just a generic image, and all the face cards are actually characters. Well, we've got Falcon for the Joker. We've got Sharon Carter, surprisingly, for the Queen. Bucky for the King. Iron Man for the Ace. More of this generic picture crap. Man, that kind of disappoints me. That really disappoints me. Nice shot of War Machine here for the Joker. Nice shot of Black Widow for the Queen. Ooh, I like that Vision card. That's definitely some artwork I've seen before, but it's been used well on here. And there's that familiar picture of Cap, and we might have all repeats at this point. Let's see here. Yeah, oh, no, there we have an Ant-Man. Nice. We have Anthony and Ant-Man, assuming it's going to be called Anthony in the movie. And I guess that's supposed to be Giant Man, but that definitely looks like the Ant-Man movie costume, not even the Civil War Ant-Man costume on the back of the card there. Again, more Sharon Carter. Nice shot of Winter Soldier. And there's another shot of Iron Man. Moving through the rest of the deck here, we might have one more new surprise. War Machine, Black Widow, Vision. Nope. So we've seen all the cards in this set. Gotta say, I like these cards okay. I definitely think I've got some better cards in my collection, but it's nice to have a little variety. I kind of wish, like I have an X-Men deck, for instance, I kind of wish that every card actually had a different picture of an Avenger on each card. So that's a little bit of a drag, but honestly, when licensed playing cards cost $2 a box, I can't complain too much. Alright, toy fans, well there's my mini haul video. Thanks for joining me as we checked out all my new stuff. For a little bit of scale, let me go ahead and pull in a 66 Batmobile. That's the traditional size for a Matchbox or Hot Wheels car. And you can see that the Burton Batmobile is definitely different. Now, I'm not a huge car collector. I can't tell you if that's 1/16 scale, 132, or whatever. But knowing that this is a standard size car, you get an idea that that is nicer. It's got rubber wheels, so it is a pretty cool and decent Batmobile. If you guys like what you saw here, feel free to give me a like. It really helps me out and definitely makes my day. Also, be sure to check out my recent Batman v Superman movie review. And I'll see you guys next time.